I am Daryl D'Souza, convener of the New Earth Summit that's happening on 7th, 8th, and 9th of November in Goa at the Panjim Convention Center. It is a summit on the future of our health, food, and environment. And on day one, experts are presenting solutions to 10 of the most common health problems on this planet. On day two, we have experts uh, giving solutions to 10 of the problems that we have in the contamination of our food supply chain, why there are lesser and lesser people doing farming, and it's showing new natural farming models as the solution. And on day three, it is solutions to 10 of the biggest problems in environment, and many of them pertaining to Goa, but of course those problems are all over the globe. Now, the reason why I curated this summit to have an integration of all of these things is coming from the experience that I've had in the past, where I've done three mind, body, spirit healing conferences. And they were wonderful, of course. And we had an integration there also of modern medicine with complementary medicine, with alternative sciences, and also the ancient healing sciences. But that is mostly concerned, with people, their own mind, body, and spirit. And we all know that the self also depends on the external. For example, where you get your daily nourishment from, which is food, and what is the kind of food you're eating today, and where does it find its source from? What are the kind of soils that you are growing food in? Are they healthy soils to give you healthy food? And the self also depends, of course, on the air that you breathe, the water that you drink, the environment that you live in, the kind of homes that you live in. So all of these three are not individual domains, but they are integrated. And even if you take the example of organic farming or natural farming, like what Goa government is promoting now, expecting that more and more people will, get into organic farming. It will sustain if more and more people buy organic food. But people in society really don't understand how healthy food can reverse your high BP, cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, hormonal imbalance. They don't know that. And so that's what is being taught on day one. Only an educated person who knows about the importance of food will be a buyer and therefore create the demand to which organic farmers will supply, and so their tribe will increase. Even people talking about the garbage problem or trying to live in natural homes, when you only do a program on environment, it's a good appeal. But unless people understand uh, how processed foods and processed and packaged foods create a you know really harmful and toxic effect in the human body, they are not going to be giving up processed foods. And so all those processed foods come in packagings, and they that's what creates a lot of garbage on the planet. So this summit has been curated very finely to come together and showcase what the future of Goa, or for that example any state or any place in the world, how it can be more eco-friendly, self-sustained, with a local economy. And the reason we are giving all of these solutions is for them to go out into the public domain. Now, of course, at the event, our convention hall is having a capacity of 700 people only, but all of these presentations are going to be recorded so that they can be aired, later and go in the public domain in different channels. uh, that creates a mass awareness in the public domain, and the mass awareness in the public domain who agree on common kind of solutions, that opens the real doorway and path to implementing, solutions. But if you the public does not understand these solutions, their participation is very difficult to come by. So that's the whole idea behind this summit. Each speaker is coming from a domain of implementing those solutions, and so they are teaching things that can be implemented in society. And in their presentation, each speaker at the end will be giving a date and time, because each presentation is just half an hour. So they will give a later date and time where they can spend a whole day with the audiences on the implementation aspects of their solutions. So this entire summit is geared to implementing solutions in on the ground. And besides these experts, we also have amazing artists presenting on all 3 days, uh, in poetry, then also in dance, music, and song, all sharing the same sentiment about wellness of mind, body, spirit, uh, wellness of the planet, of taking care of global warming, the garbage problem that we are having, and also uh, creating more local jobs so that people can have employment in different parts of the world. So I have in the past always funded my conferences. For example, the first wellness conference in 2014 in Goa, uh, we had just an audience of about 60 70 people, and that costed me about a lakh. And by the end of the event, I had only recovered 50,000, so I went in 50,000 loss. And but that didn't stop me. So the next year, I went on and did a bigger conference for over 100 people, and that time it cost me 2 lakhs. And yet again, I recovered only about 50% of it. So I was in a loss of 1 lakh. And the third conference, which happened in Pune, and the Indian Medical Association also came on board and became a partner to learn what we were doing in alternative mind, body, spirit medicine. So that was a amazing alliance and a bigger venue, and I spent about 4 lakhs for that event. And for the third time, I had a recovery of only 2 lakhs. So this particular summit is a 3 day event, and quite an expensive one too, because it's costing me 15 lakhs. And for sure this time I cannot take a loss of 7.5 lakhs. So I'm doing my best to get funding. The first avenue of funds are through tickets, but we're making it very reasonable so that people can come. It's just 300 rupees for per person per day entry pass. And even if we have an audience, manage to get an audience of 500 people, the math just works out to about 4.5 lakhs return. And so I've also included sponsors who sponsor or take tables for project tables at our venue, or food tables. They're doing food counters and stalls, also counters on organic markets, natural body products. So for that table space, they're just paying a little bit of money. So we have about 20-25 tables where we're trying to get money from. And some generous people, my friends, who are also participating in the summit and being part of the curation and organizing team, they are making small donations towards it, and that's going to get another 5 lakhs, I think. um, and so that leaves me with another 5 lakhs, and I that's why the appeal here on this crowd funding platform. I in my previous ventures I did not know anything about crowdfunding, and so I have a lot of hope that this time through crowdfunding I'm at least if I get the return on the 5 lakhs that I'll be spending, it would be amazing, and it would help me do this event again. The details of this event are at our website www.thenewearthsummit.com, and you will see all the speaker profiles, artist profiles, partners who are making it happen, the different kind of stalls were happening, and also our ticketing page where you can buy passes if you want to attend the summit. Um, so I've taken this domain because it's going to be an annual event. This is our first year. Next year we plan to make it a national event, and 2021 a global event, because it's needed so much in the world. And I think I'm going to be able to do it next year only if I am successful this year with it. Uh, the good part is that we have a growing number of people who want to speak at this summit and also perform. So that tribe is growing. So I definitely know this summit is going to grow. But the only thing is the funding, and it's just happening. This movement, this summit is a people helping people kind of movement, and we have no big organizations or NGOs funding us. And because it's the first year, people are skeptical as well about how this is going to be done. But I'm very confident, and everything is already set in place and moving well. It's just that the funding, and this event is going to happen anyway, because I'm going to try and get the funds. But it would be really good if I can, break even. That will give me and some of my friends the real confidence to do it in a much bigger way next year. So I look forward to your generous support in helping us with having a good, wonderful, eco-friendly, and sustainable future for Goa. And these videos that are recorded at the event, I hope it goes out into the world, because we have got a budget for that too, for the next 3 months after the summit, to put out the videos. Also, there are costs for dubbing these English videos into Marathi and Konkani, which are the local languages here in Goa. So that's also a very sincere effort to get the solutions to the public. That's all from me now, and looking forward to your support, and also your if you're in Goa attending the summit. Bye bye, and